Good morning and welcome to the New York City Council vote for the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure. As a reminder, please put all devices on silent and no one should approach the dais. Chair, you may begin.
Good morning and welcome to today's hearing of the New York City Council's Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure. I am Councilmember Sean Abreu, Majority Leader and Chair of this committee. At today's hearing, the committee will vote on the following legislation. Proposed intro number 13A, sponsored by Councilmember Brooks Powers, in relation to the installation of illuminated and solar-powered traffic devices at crosswalks. Proposed intro 13A would require the Department of Transportation to install illuminated, solar-powered traffic control devices at no fewer than 200 crosswalks by December 31, 2031, with at least 40 of such installations required by December 31, 2027, subject to limited exceptions. The bill would also require DOT to submit an annual report regarding the installations completed during the preceding calendar year, as well as to study the efficacy of the devices installed and the potential for further installations. Crosswalk visibility is a critical component of street safety, particularly at locations where pedestrians may be more vulnerable due to traffic speeds, lighting conditions, or other roadway design challenges. According to the current federal and state guidelines that regulate traffic control devices, there are several types of illuminated solar-powered devices that can be used to enhance crosswalk visibility. These devices have been deployed by state and local authorities across the U.S. for well over a decade and are increasingly accepted as proven, cost-effective treatments to consider when trying to address pedestrian safety issue at crosswalks. New York City DOT, however, has yet to embrace the use of these devices. Thus, this legislation will help improve pedestrian safety by finally requiring the Department of Transportation start using illuminated solar-powered at crosswalks in New York City. Before we begin, I would like to thank my staff and the committee staff for their hard work in preparing for today's hearing. Jaleesa Quigley, my Deputy Chief of Staff, Theo Miller, Counsel to the Committee, Sierra Townsend, Counsel to the Committee, Kevin Katowski, Senior Policy Analyst of the Committee, John Bazile, Senior Policy Analyst of the Committee, and Adrian Drapal, Principal Financial Analyst of the Committee. I will now pass it over to Councilmember Brooks Powers to provide an opening statement about her bill.
Good morning. I want to thank Chair Abreu and the members of the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure for advancing Intro 13A, legislation that will help make our streets safer for pedestrians, cyclists, and drivers across New York City. This bill takes a practical and forward-looking approach to traffic safety by requiring the installation of illuminated, solar-powered traffic devices at crosswalks throughout the 5 boroughs. These devices are especially important at locations where visibility is limited, where speeding is a concern, or where residents have consistently raised safety issues. Far too many New Yorkers have experienced near misses or worse at dangerous intersections in their communities. We know that improved visibility and clearer traffic control saves lives, and this legislation helps ensure we are proactively investing in safety and infrastructure before tragedies occur. Importantly, this bill also requires the Department of Transportation to study the effectiveness of these installations and report publicly on progress, helping us better understand where these tools can have the greatest impact moving forward. I encourage my colleagues to vote aye and look forward to seeing this bill move to the full council for a vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Brooks Powers. I will now ask the committee clerk to call the roll.
Thank you. Good morning. William Martin, Committee Clerk. Roll call vote, Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure. Proposed introduction 13A. Chair Abreu.
Aye.
Lewis.
Aye.
Brooks Powers.
I vote aye.
Dinowitz.
I vote aye.
Hanif.
Aye.
Krishnan.
Aye.
Thank you, Council Member. Marte.
Aye.
Perina Sanchez.
Aye.
1. Justin Sanchez. Wang.
I vote aye.
With a vote of 9 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, item has been approved by the committee.
With that, this vote is recessed pending attendance of other committee members.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.